Hey.
What is up, Cahir Club, and welcome back to another CahirLIVE live stream. How goes it? I hope everybody's had a wonderful, wonderful week. So far, it is the end of the week. Week full stop. The week is over. It's over. The week's ended. Is this shiny hunting again? It's kind of. I will explain the dub in a moment, in an uno momento. We got a complicated thing today because Rob isn't here, so I'm going to have to do these raids on my own. But hello Brugger, hello SFA, hello Traveler, hello GP, hello Pumpkin, hello Bay, how goes it, how goes it? I hope you've all been well. Bold boy, oh, you're calling SFA bold, that's fair. The S in SFA actually stands for bold, whereas Rob, he's taking a bath, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. What was it called? Wo-Chien. Darby, hello, how goes it? I hope you've been well. Back again doing the raids. You'll be doing the raids. Brugger, you'll be doing the raids. Have you got Nintendo online? Will you be joining us in for the actual raids themselves, or will you be doing them on your own? I've got Rainer up and ready for this. I have. Yeah, okay, basically, in the Pokemon Presents... you're good, you did one yourself, but you ran out of online. I see, that's fair enough. You'll be doing it solo? I mean, it's only 5-star, so hopefully you can. Why do you know that? Less questions. Well, the F in pumpkin stands for fuck you. Oh. Oh no. Alright. Wo-Chien, number 1. We gotta defeat 1 million. Basically, the dub is... I'll talk about it as we get in. In the Pokemon Presents... 8N-OT-51. 8N-OT-51. In the Pokemon Presents, they announced that they're going to give away Shiny Wo-Chien, but only if you beat 1 million Wo-Chien. So today, we're going to beat 1 million Wo-Chien. Is what we're going to do. We're going to beat we're going to beat 1 million Wo-Chien. So, I'll smash almost anything. I'll smash almost anything, except a brick. Found out those hurt. They do, actually. I found that out as well. Pumpkin doesn't count. Okay, that's good. You love to see it. Big fan of not pedophiles. Does every raid everyone does count? I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna beat 1 million Wo-Chien today. That's the goal. That's the dub. Oh, you're on Scarlet, which means you get the good-looking jumpsuit. The Violet jumpsuit, I'm not even sure if I want to redeem it. It just looks dog shit. I'm gonna be honest. Oh shit. Build counter 2. Exactly, yeah, no, it's, we're gonna beat 1 million Wo-Chien. I shouldn't have swords danced yet, but it's fine. You know what, maybe I should have. I don't really know how long this raid's gonna take. Let's hit it. Okay, I didn't do loads. Thankfully, Raina resists, I think, everything this guy has to throw at it. Thankfully. So we should be chilling. Because this doesn't do much. Also, we're a physical attacker, so Snarl. Snarl doesn't matter. I will thank you. I'll stay twice as far away from you as you do for me. Not sure what that means, so. This moves a Leaf Storm, Ruination, Giga Drain. Yeah, yeah. For everyone else, the moves are Leaf Storm, Ruination, Giga Drains. I don't think Leaf Storm's in its regular moveset. I think it's only got Giga Drain, Snarl. No, Ruination isn't either. Let me get its move set up. Ruination is a move it uses sometimes. It's not a move that it always has access to. You can just attack and out Buffy with House. Sounds good, Aaliyah. Thank you. Alright, Pokemon Wo-Chien. Right. Yeah, so it has Giga Drain, Dark Pulse, Snarl, and Pollen Puff. Those are its 4 actual moves. There's Giga Drain, Dark Pulse, Snarl, and Pollen Puff. So make sure you resist all those. Caesar does that. Gouging, Fire Resist. A lot of Fire types are good. Skeledirge is a bit of a risky one because Stab, Dark Pulse. Stab, Dark Pulse is going to hurt a lot. And then it also has Ruination and Leaf Storm in its moveset. There's a chance that we'll use it in Ruination first turn. Is it a chance? I would have assumed it was just a guaranteed Ruination. It was 10 minutes. What's going on? Yeah, I was going to say, Ruination seemed like it'll use it once at the start type thing, and Aaliyah said it is. Robles streaming with Chaos. I didn't know he was like a governing presence for you lot. I didn't realize, By the way, do you need to have done the whole mini-quest for these to unlock the raids? Maybe, but the whole mini-quest is, beat the post-game. No. I don't think you do, actually. I don't think you do. There's a chance, but from what I understood, it just said unlock 5-star raids and beat the game. I mean, I just felt too lazy to ever do it. I mean, maybe fair. I'm not sure. SFA and Pumpkin are fighting because of the timeout. Me and Pumpkin were beefing. Oh, I see. That's what you're saying. Was it because of the timeout? I untimed them out. They're here again. Dorsal Fin 1, hello, how goes it? Maybe you'll be the calming presence we need here in the chat. You know? That we desperately need here. You think you have a usable mon for these? I mean, Caesar can be caught and found in the Blueberry Academy. So. You calm? Okay. As long as there aren't any minor perturbances, then we'll be fine. We were just having a toxic competition to see who could be more cancer. I'd say I won. Me and Pumpkin disagrees. I'll gaslight and lie until I make it. I don't think everyone likes the arguing bit. So, let's call it down. Maybe? I don't know. All I know is that people are going, ah, in the chat. And that's not useful. Okay, let's see if multiple Wo-Chien spawn a day. You won, Queen. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Victory! Alright, that is the first down. That is 999,999 to go. To be clear. So, we're most of the way there already, really. You know? I think we're already most of the way there. No, come on. You're gonna shiny hunt for Roaring Moon? Hell yeah, best of luck. Roaring Moon's got a good shiny. I think it's fun that the generation that brought back, that like, made Pokemon styled like the Mega Evolutions was the same generation that brought back Mega Evolutions. That entertains me as a concept. It's a very satisfying one. Speaking of, Mega Dragonite, yay or nay? What does everyone think of Mega Dragonite? Even if you don't like Mega Dragonite, I think it's worth considering Mega Dragonite existing as an all-around net positive. Because it means that, we will be getting new Megas in the game. Do you want me to bring it? I have a Weezing to shut down its ability so it doesn't weaken your attack. I forgot Wo-Chien's ability did that, I'm going to be honest. I think Snarl is generally going to be more useful here. We got this. It looks kind of goofy. It does, but it's Dragonite. Dragonites always look kind of goofy. I like the vibe of it when it first Mega Evolves, and it's kind of like aura farming. Where's the EVs? The EVs? But, Mega Dragon on what? Dragon on these nuts. So is it Dragonite Knight, or... I could see it being the Dragonite-ite. I'm guessing if they're going anyway, they're going the Dragonite-ite. Dragonite-ite? I could see Dragonite-ite. I think that's my bet, is Dragonite-ite. But I guess we'll find out the hard way, won't we? But, so yeah, obviously, I'm not going to be able to do 1 million this stream, so my thought is I'm probably going to be doing it over the weekend. Off stream, on stream. Monday, I've not got much going on, so streaming, I maybe will stream this again on Monday. We'll see, we'll find out. But basically, that means that I don't need to hit 1 million today, guys. I only need to hit 250,000. You know? I'm only going to have to get to 250,000 Wo-Chien beaten. But I'm pretty confident that I can do that this stream. You know? I'm pretty sure that I can I think that's like an attainable goal to do this stream. So it'll be fine, you know? Cahir will single-handedly give us all shiny Wo-Chien by reaching the goal alone. That's the plan. That's the plan. Everyone's going to remember me as the guy who beat the 1 million Wo-Chien. That's how it's going to be. And I'm going to do it all this weekend. That's the dub. I'm going to get it all done within this weekend. So be ready for that. Alright. I think it's worldwide. No, it's Wo-Chien. We love femboy model. Again, fem man. You know. Fem man. Gra. You know? Oh my god. I can tank this guy pretty well. I'm gonna give Rainer a metronome. Do you think that's a better Leer? Do you think that might be a good dub? Or do you think I'm taking a bit of a risk and I should just go with it? Maybe I should switch to a special attacker, actually. Now that I watched that go on, I'm starting to think maybe the dub's going to be switching to a special attacker instead. Because that was a lot of damage that I've not been doing to Wo-Chien. You know? Can't help but notice that was just a lot of damage, really. I guess I was a bit worried about Snarl as a concept. So I picked a Pokemon that it wouldn't really be able to use Snarl against. I mean, I think it's worldwide and collective. You don't have to eat 1 million of them. No, I'm not eating 1 million of them. I'm beating 1 million Wo-Chien so I can get the shiny, don't worry. Alright. SFA, this new word has worked its way into your lexicon. What's up with that? Covert cloak to ignore Snarl. That's a good bet. Iron Moth is the way. Your Iron Moth did well. I probably have an Iron Moth lying around somewhere. I think I am going to pivot, but I think I might pivot in a different direction. Depending on what Reshiram gets. A glorious King Cahir will get us the shiny. Exactly, you get it. You get it. Alright. That Dox is a friend of mine, not me, so it's fine. Did you get... I'm starting to think this guy doesn't get Nasty Plot, actually. He gets Dragon Dance, but that's the wrong stat. I've used... No, Charizard doesn't get any stat buff moves like that either. Ugh. Cahir, is there any Pokemon games for PC? Not official ones. You can emulate on PC. I'd recommend Pokemon MMO. Oh shit, I got the thing covered. Dodmeister, thank you for following. Welcome to the Cahir Club. I wish you the best of luck defeating the 1 million Wo-Chien. What guys do I have? Because I saw people saying Chi-Yu as well. So I think that could also be a bet. Do I have any Iron Moth? If I have an Iron Moth lying around, I might build it. You know? Oh, I do. I actually do have an Iron Moth lying around. Alright. What do I need on this guy? Fucking... Mothra's sitting there. Mothra's just sitting at, like, in my team, just like, why? What's up with, like, Mecha Me? Why is that here? What's going on there? And it's like, you know what, buddy? That's fair. I can't slate the, distaste. I mean, I recommend Pokemon... Okay. Yeah, there are some good fan games like Pokemon Uranium and Xenoverse. I've not played Xenoverse, but Brugger gasses it up, I think, every opportunity he gets. So I assume it's probably alright, at the least. But, I'd also recommend Pokemon MMO. It's got a pretty big community at the moment. Maybe not at the moment, actually. I've not been on in a while. But it's like... Oh, it can't get Nasty Plot. What's the Iron Moth set? You were using one, Aaliyah. What's the Iron Moth set? Like you had an Iron Moth. Locked and loaded. Acid Spray, Sunny Day, Fiery Dance, and Morning Sun. I see. So the main buffers it has are stat decreases. I'm in a Reshiram mood, I'm gonna be honest. It's just how it is. So I'm gonna see if I can get this guy to work. No, okay, I'm just gonna... yeah, but this guy's already EV trained. Ugh. Okay, no, we'll lock him with Iron Moth. We'll lock him with Iron Moth. Like, I have the materials. I can level it up. I'm just stubborn for no reason. Immediately got Fiery Dance. That's one bit of his moveset done. Sunny Day, Acid Spray, Fiery Dance, and Morning Sun. I see, I see. Metal Sound? No, don't need Metal Sound. Morning Sun. That's the good move. Alright. Now then. Let's get Acid Spray and Sunny Day on it. That's not where I get acid... No, that is where I get Acid Spray from. It has Acid Spray in its Lancer. That's grand. That's for get a move, Cahir, not the button you need to press. Whereas Sunny Day, do I have a Sunny... I do have a Sunny Day TM! Okay, I honestly was not expecting to have a Sunny Day TM. So that's good to have that lying around. I might PP max Fiery Dance, because it's only got 10. Just speed things up a bit, you know. But, where are my Mochi? Here they are. Genius Mochi. Let's just go all in. Let's just go all in. You know what? I'm gonna do what I normally do. Alright. Definitely have, like... I think I have, like, 7 Covert Cloaks. Don't know why. Should you use Palkia? No, don't use Palkia. I think a lot of people are using Slitherwing. I'm not sure what the Slitherwing set is, but I don't think Palkia is going to do much for you there. What else was I going to do? Alright, PP up. And then... Where is the PP up? The issue is I do have 8 PP maxes, right? I have 8 PP maxes. That's great. But... Alright. Fun fact here. Fun fact here. I mysteriously received a BP on Genshin from an unknown streamer. So did SFA. What does that even mean? Why am I getting chained by these Yungoos? Was that like Outlaws? Also, Battle Pass, not Welkin. Just to be clear. Do you know where it came from and where it's gone? He knows, book it. What? Okay. That was kind of him, though. I hope you guys enjoy your battle passes. That Happiny looks odd. It's gonna despawn. That's a shiny, I think. It might not be. But it did stay around. It wasn't a shiny. I'm just deluded. Okay. Okay. Rainer is killing more guys out there. Rainer was given half an opportunity and just went on a, like, killing spree. Which is a bit concerning. But we can cross that bridge later. For now, let's cross the bridge into this. N6Q FQC. N6Q FQC. Oh, wait! Okay, so he did, like, his, giveaways. The common factor is Cahir, so I'm gonna say, why did you manifest this on us? Because I'm just that great? I think you should crowdfund a BP for me. As thanks for being so kind. And good and awesome. You know? I just realised I've got to increment. We have beaten 2. I use Iron Moth as well because I don't have the DLC and I'm playing Violet. I honestly think this Iron Moth is better than Rainer anyway, so... I want to name the streamer because no promo, but they W. I don't think that's really self-promo. I see the thought, and I appreciate that you're trying to respect me. I don't think this is one of the situations that would have been that bad though. It's more like the reason I was like getting a bit antsy before, right, was because you guys were like, oh, Outlaws is doing a Genshin giveaway right now. I'm going to go and visit him right now, and it's like, okay, great. Why is anyone going to stay here? You try to cause a max exodus from my chat. The snails meow in Bob L'Eponge. In Bob L'Eponge they meow. I am the only non-shiny Iron Moth. I'm like broke. This is dismal. What the fuck? Why me? Gary, it's now from Bob L'Eponge. Yeah, no, I did mention Bob L'Eponge. Everybody loves Bob L'Eponge. I've not named this guy. What do I name my Iron Moth? Any Iron Moth name suggestions? Throw shields up. How much damage is he gonna do? Let's find out. Throw spinning! What the fuck? Venomoth. That's, not... Almost. Here, when will I? When you get... Well, here it's 200,000 channel points, actually. Here, you gotta get, 200,000 channel points. How about not Volcarona? Make sure it's one word. I'm not the biggest fan of, deleting needed spaces in my names. Can we name him Gary? With 2 R's. Not how you spell Gary in Bob L'Eponge. Just to be clear. Mon Mothma. I do like Mon Mothma. I haven't actually watched Andor though. I need to watch it. I need to watch it still. I don't have Disney Plus. Is my dilemma. Will it fire hazard? It might be a bit of one. You know what? I'm not even going to Terra. I don't need to. I'm going to beat this guy with the power of being on fire. Call it Carlos? Is Iron Moth even in his top 10? Is my question. Hey, it's dead. Okay. We've beaten 3. That is now 9,999,997 left. So really, if it takes 10 minutes per raid, it might take a while till a minute. No. So, there was a little bit of a gap there. Because I had to remake the Iron Moth. But now I've made the Iron Moth, then I don't have to worry anymore. We can just rapid fire the raids. Literally the best Disney Star Wars series. It's definitely been one of the most hyped up I've seen. Like, it's on my list, but again, do not have Disney Plus, unfortunately. So, I need to find a nice rock to look under to find it. Alright, I'm gonna go now. I got stuff I need to do, so see you tomorrow. Do you think he knows I have live notifications on? Do you think he's aware of this? Does he know that I get a notification on my phone when people go live? No, I'm being an ass. But, have a great rest of your day, traveler. Tell Carlos I said hi. Alright. QJ, RS, NF. QJ, RS, NF. Why the fuck did I name my second ride on Eminem? Hungary. Who is Carlos? Outlaw's Psycho. Another Genshin streamer. I'd recommend checking out his content when I'm not live, obviously. Alright. It was fucking funny, right? Because Tuesday, obviously, I'm sure a lot of people here watch the Pokemon Presents because you're all Pokemon fans. But at the beginning of the day, they dropped, like, the trailer for the next big Genshin update. Final say you guilt trip me? You couldn't. Your life is your own, Traveler. I understand. By the way, the DJ set actually gave you a headache. As in the you watched the Pikachu DJ set? Why did it give you a headache? Oh, fair enough. Well, thank you, Traveler, for joining me to the road to 1 million Wo-Chien. This is going to be the greatest CahirLIVE stream ever, as everyone here knows. What's coming in the next update? Basically, it's going to be a smaller region of Snezhnaya called Nodkrai. Oh, someone else on your called Nodkrai. It looks like Columbina, the Fatui Harbinger, is going to be a big part of it. And we're seeing Varka, the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius, in it. along with a lot of other characters. It seems like Wanderer, Albedo, and Alice, Klee's mum, are all involved in the story somehow. I don't know why I did it. Why I did, but it did, and here we are. Oh no. Oh no. I do seem to partially lose my freedom for a few minutes to a few hours when you go live. I should probably look into that. Yeah, no, it's the mind control. You know. I lace my streams with a subtle mind control ray that I don't think you guys actually notice. Because I'm so subtle about it. Some of you are more immune to it than others, but it is a mind control ray. I just thought it'd be like good for concurrent viewers. You know, if I mind control people. But, it actually says so in the rules. If you scroll down on the rules, it says, I'm going to mind control you. I'm Poison Terror. I'm Poison type Terror. No one does it like me. Basarios, hello, how goes it? How goes it? I hope you've been well. How many Wo-Chien have you beaten so far? This reminds you of the quotes on Discord. Which quotes? There are a lot of Discord quotes. Your Iron Moth has max IVs. Also forgot to do that. Okay, we're going to take another quick detour. We've done number 4. We've done Wo-Chien 4. That is 9,999. Nope, that's 999,996 left. Whoever scrolled on the rules may need to look up the definition of gullible. No, it actually says it in the rules. Only took like 6 minutes. It was quicker than 6 minutes. It was like 2 at most. Defeated a few so far, lost count. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright. Let's head over to Montenegro. But, yeah, other than that, I'm quite excited for the customization in ZA. I'm excited to see what it's going to be like. I hope it's as in-depth for the guys as it seems to be for the girls. is my take here. Because, like, I can't help but notice. Oh, okay, we've only got max special defense. That's not, we don't need attack, we need special attack, HP. Arguably speed, but I'm not even going to take it. We're mostly using Scyther to defeat them. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I used Caesar at first, but, its ability really kneecapped damage, so I switched to Iron Moth. And it's been going a bit quicker since. Need to make sure I've got the correct Terror type, though. I say it's been going quicker since. I think that's also because we've got 3 Iron Moths on the field. If you give it the Covert Cloak, then you don't have to worry about Snarl. Which is good. I wonder how many interiors in ZA there's going to be. Because we've seen a couple. We've seen that big, like, arcade. Not like gaming arcade, like shopping arcade. Then we've seen the inside of that, like, Yakuza types house. That excites me, that there's going to be, like, Yakuza types and stuff. And he just seems to be a random stepping stone on the way to the top, right? Like, that's his dub. Like, I'm guessing, like, he's going to be somewhere up the ladder where he's deliberately kind of, like, maintaining his position so people struggle to get out of a specific rank. You know, in, like, One Punch Man, there are, like, a couple of people who deliberately, sit in, like, at the top of, who deliberately, like, sit at the top of, like, the hero rankings, refusing to go up to the next rank, specifically because they want to, kind of filter people out and make sure, like, only people worth it can get above them. Or maybe we'll see, someone who's genuinely trying to get to the top. Because he's like Yakuza, right? I think it could be interesting. Like, that's one of the things I'd be interested to see. is characters with actual motivations to get, like, their wish, right? Like, this ZA Royale is to, like, make a wish on something, right? Isn't it? You get your wish granted if you get to the top. So I hope we see a lot of people talking about what that wish is, what this challenge means to them. H79F36. Like this dancing lass, maybe she's specifically getting involved in the ZA Royale, which it seemed like she was. It seems like the other guy, the fashion designer, was more on the down low because of he didn't really like fighting. Is he called Naveen? I think he might be. It's a pretty common thing and stuff for them to say their motives. I mean, it is, but I like the kind of setup they've got here. And it'd be cool to, like, see the people on the way to the top and what they want to happen, you know? I've still not named the Iron Moth. I'm just going to wait a moment more to see if Dodmeister's still here. Do not want to leave them behind. But, the Poison Yakuza looks cool. A lot of people are comparing him to Kirin and Carmine. I wonder if those are, like, just because they put similar character concept ideas in his design. Or if, like, they're genuinely related. Because that would be interesting. To be fair, there was one key relative of someone in Legends Arceus, Laventon being the ancestor to Hop and Leon. I think a lot of people didn't pick that up, but I'm pretty sure Laventon is Hop and Leon's ancestor. Let's go by. May your losses be few and your crits be plenty. Thank you, Brugger. Yours too. But, like, how's the weather where you are? It's pretty nice at the moment. It's been a bit rainy the past few days, but, all in all, it's, cleaned up a bit in the end. Now it's just a nice evening. Clouds are starting to go orange. Best of luck with your store. Wait, how? He mentions multiple times he's from Gala. He's got pretty similar vibes to them, I think. I always took the implication as Laventon being related to Hop and Leon. Maybe I am wrong, but is there any actual evidence them being related? Because that seems stupid. Does it? Why does that seem stupid? But, oh wait, you talking about Laventon, or are you talking about Kirin, Carmine, and the Poison guy? I'm realizing you might be talking about the other ones. I'm assuming you mean Laventon.
Burgers Binted?
Hey, Pitcher! Thank you for following! Welcome to the Cahir Club. Doing the Wo-Chien raids today. Going to beat the 1 million Wo-Chien, you know? I'm gonna be all 1 million Wo-Chien so I can get the shiny... Wo-Chien. Is that a Krogunk emote? You've got a shiny Krogunk emote? My follower is a Krogunk? Of course it is, because Krogunk's the best. Because Krogunk's the GOAT. Are you a fellow Krogunk stan? Have I finally met... Let's go! Let's go! Your emotes are... That's absolutely wonderful. That is effervescent. As they should be. Oh, those are great. Those are great. Yeah, I've got the follower Pokemon Snap Krogunk. Those are wonderful emotes. Yeah, no, Krogunk is my favorite. Brock very much helped. Well, Brock's Krogunk very much helped in that claim. You're gonna head off. Good luck in the race. Fair enough, Basarios. Best of luck to you as well. Hopefully you can beat the million. But glad to see someone else with taste. You know. I don't know. This just seems similar outside of the Galar and the logo stuff. Maybe. I guess I've always bought into it. I can't believe I found a fellow Krogunk fan. I was only searching for Pokemon VTuber players. I'm just that goated. It's how it is. It's just how it is. VTuber and a Krogunk fan. Everything good all in one package. But welcome to the stream, and thank you for following. I hope... No, Krogunk should be in ZA, right? Because I didn't end up using a Krogunk in Scarlet and Violet in my main team. I caught a few. But I need to... Because, like, back in BDSP in Legends Arceus, I did use a Krogunk in the playthrough. C7, FW, GH. C7, FW, GH. Maybe I'll try and catch a few... In fact, you know what? I'm going to be vaguer about this because I'm going to show you in a moment. Pitch up. I went for Krogunk as soon as I entered the Scarlet game. I went underleveled directly to where I smelt them existing. That's fair, that's fair. Is Krogunk even viable as a Pokemon? Obviously. Krogunk is the best. You know, I made Krogunk fight Giratina. That's what I did. But there are a lot of cool new Pokemon and I wanted to use them in Scarlet and Violet. But, Legends ZA, I know most of those guys. So far, I'm interested to see if ZA gives any Pokemon regional variants. How about objectively no bias? No, Krogunk's genuinely that good. Look. Would they have added Krogunk to Pokken Tournament if he wasn't the best? Just saying. Your Krogunk single-handedly as a Toxicroak defeated Ultra Necrozma. How? How? Bro is quad weak. How? Like, did he dodge an attack? I can imagine a foul player being gnarly on it. Kalos was the last region created before the introduction of regional variants? Yes. But Legends Arceus in good old Hisui Ancient Sinnoh had a load of regional variant Pokemon. There were Pokemon that didn't really exist before because they they didn't exist before Legends Arceus, but they were Pokemon that went extinct between Legends Arceus and Diamond and Pearl. So, given that the ecosystems of the Pokemon world changed so rapidly in a short span of years, a la Kanto to Kanto in Kanto in Red and Blue to Kanto in Gold and Silver and all other games like that, and then Bloomin' Unova from Unova in Black and White 1 to Black and White 2. I think it wouldn't be that far-fetched for some Pokemon to potentially get regional variants in Lumiose, especially considering that it is a different kind of environment. It'd be interesting to see Pokemon adapting to different environments in that kind of way. Like, I don't think we've seen many large-scale adaptations in terms of it, but a lot of animals have had to adapt to living in cities in the modern era. And it would be interesting to see maybe some regional variants kind of inspired by that. Some Pokemon that have specifically adapted to live in the city of Lumiose. And then maybe some others that now live in these wilder areas. But I don't think it would be too far-fetched for there to be a few regional variants in Legends ZA. But I have a hunch they're going to focus on new Megas. I have a feeling they know what the community are going to want out of Legends ZA, new Mega Evolutions, so we're going to get about 10 to 15 new Mega Evolutions, and that'll be about it. In terms of new stuff. Oh shit, I forgot to look back through the new trailer, because I'm still trying to figure out if there are any Pokemon outside of the X and Y Pokedex. Let me find Wo-Chien, and then I'm going to look up the XY Pokedex, just because I do want to check out... because I know Pokemon Oniri. There was a Lopunny in the latest trailer, but odds are... No! Okay! Wait! That's confirmation then, okay. Baneri isn't available in X and Y. It says to trade or migrate from another game. So we might be looking at Pokemon that aren't normally available in Kalos. I don't use Megas? Oh, really? Is it because of Sun and Moon? Did the Sun and Moon Dex entries put you off? I'd like to get the game to make a shiny run. Only advance whenever I get a shiny. No, that's fair, that's fair. I hope that there are some fun new shiny hunting methods in ZA. Just because Legends Arceus and... we haven't had a... Alright, wait. C7, 9J, 03. C7, 9J, 03. But, what am I saying? I'm guessing every Pokemon that can Mega Evolve is going to be in the game. That's what I'm saying. I'm guessing we'll be looking at the Hoenn starters coming back in some shape or form. Most Pokemon that could Mega Evolve were in X and Y's Pokedex anyway, but I'm guessing we'll be seeing, like, even the, like, if Lopunny's in the game, and Lopunny isn't in X and Y, then I'm guessing we'll be seeing, like, other Pokemon not normally native to Kalos. It also does open the doors to non-Gen 6 Pokemon. Not non-Gen 6 Pokemon. Gen 7 or later Pokemon is what I mean. But I guess we'll have to find out. I don't know. I feel like if that was going to be the case, they would have already advertised it. I do hope that we get some we get some Gen 7, 8, 9, 10... No, 7, 8, 9 Pokemon in it. Again, I'm hoping we get a couple of Mega Evolutions for Pokemon from later generations, just because they obviously never got the chance to even get Megas. I have a hunch that we're going to be looking at a decent number of Gen 5 and 6 Mega Evolutions, which is honestly why I'm surprised they revealed Mega Dragonite first, because you'd expect them to reveal, like, a Gen 6 Mega first. But I guess we'll have to wait and see with that, about whatever new information we get over the next 3 months. It is 3 months until Legends ZA releases. I don't like the method much. That's fair enough. I like Mega's designs, but it's definitely my least favorite of, like, the gimmicks. I prefer the gimmicks like Terastallization and Z-moves that any Pokemon can do. Gen 6 needs more Megas. It only has Diancie, which wasn't even introduced in X and Y. Exactly, exactly. Like, it's... definitely a situation that came around from the fact that Pokemon were scared, coming off the back of Black and White. I think this was something they actually didn't mention in the Giga Leak, but obviously Black and White was ridiculed for putting so much focus on its new Pokemon, so I think they were afraid to put too much focus on the new Pokemon in X and Y, which is why no new Pokemon came with Mega Evolutions, except Diancie. You just did that, man. You just removed negative effects from yourself. You don't need to do it twice. Probably the starters. I kind of hope they get regional forms, is my hot take, and then we get Megas for the Kalos starters. But there's every chance we'll have our cake and eat it too. I just realised I haven't been incrementing. I think we've maybe done 6 now. Have we done 7? Have we done 7 of these? I've not been counting. This is dismal. You know what? We'll go from 6. I've definitely done at least 6. 3 arbors! Holy shit! They'll probably go for both. I don't know. I hope we do get some regional variants in the game, though. But, what was I going to say? Honestly, though, I still don't think we've seen the Kalos starters in the game. I'm going to have to rewatch the trailer tonight, but I'm pretty sure they haven't shown us any of the Kalos starters. How would it even work? What's the timeline like? As in, how would regional variants work, or...? Alright. Yeah, I've been to Kalos, and it doesn't seem to be too far in the past, right? So, judging by the fact that, fucking Mabel is the professor, Mabel from Team Flare is the professor, and has active Team Flare iconography on her desk, this is clearly a post-X and Y game. No, wait, you know this. You just mean X and Y shouldn't have been too far in the past, okay. It could have been a decade or so, I think. I think it's been about a decade. My assumption is we're looking at 12 years. I don't know if they're going to say 12 years, but my assumption is we're going to be looking at about 12 years, because that's how long ago X and Y released. Right? X and Y released 12 years ago, new Kalos game, so it takes place 12 years later. That seems like the most logical way for them to do it to me. Is kind of like, mirror the real world time passing. Do species go extinct so fast? Well, species wouldn't have to go extinct. Nothing needs to go extinct. Why would anything go extinct? But as I said earlier, the Pokemon world ecology, then why were they doing X and Y? Okay, never mind. I backtracked on that statement, but I'm going to have to remake it. This game takes place after X and Y. Mabel, of Team Flare, has Team Flare iconography on her desk and such, and is now in Professor Sycamore's lab. Her little goggles she wore in Team Flare are on her desk, and she's clearly aged. AZ is with his Floette. After claiming he hadn't seen Floette in 3,000 years at the end of X and Y. Have you been watching the trailers out of interest? Tobin, hello, how goes it? I hope you've been well. Shiny? Oh, as in you found one? What have you found? This whole time I've been somehow thinking it was in the past, because I didn't want to watch the trailers for spoilers. Okay. Okay. I thought maybe not. This is definitely in the future. This is an inarguably set in the future. Isn't AZ the incredibly old dude who invented a doomsday device? Yes. And now he runs a hotel. One question, by the way. Are we sure everyone has to find 1 million of each by their own of these legendaries? I think that makes sense. I think it's pretty doable, you know? You just gotta grind it out. Like, they just want to make it so that you actively have to put in the boot crit to get the Pokemon, right? Like, and that makes sense. I can probably get 1 million Wo-Chien beaten this stream. I checked the shiny Scoville that I got in the special outbreaks. It has the rare mark! Yo! That is very exciting. How did he even pull that off, though? I guess he's really smart. That's a fair point. I'd like to see the guy who invented the ultimate weapon doing that kind of thing in the game, right? Like, does he have trinkets? Does he make trinkets? Does AZ see the Rotom phone and be like, ugh. Oh, I could have made that. Oh, I could have made that. I only got one shiny mark, and it has the birthday mark. Ah, well, that's still the birthday mark. As in, you haven't got any uncommon marks? I incremented too early, but I won't. It's on your 35th shiny. That is very exciting. GG. No uncommons. That is impressive. In its own way. Is this going to end, or are we just going to stare at Wo-Chien for the next minute? I wish I had an uncommon watch shiny. Should be a Krogon. I just remembered something I was going to do. Something I was going to show you. Because right now, I'm kind of taking a detour from it, because I can't be asked to complete the Legends Arceus Pokedex to boost the shiny, to get the shiny charm, and then obviously boost the shiny rates. But I've set myself a challenge, and I'm most of the way through it. But I think you'll appreciate the hard work and effort that's gone into this box specifically. That's gone into my pride and joy of a box here, where I'm trying to get one of Krogunk, or a shiny Krogunk in every Pokeball possible. It is possible to get a shiny Krogunk in. Obviously, that means I can't get it in the Cherish Ball, and I can't get it in the Primal Ball? I can't remember the name of it in Legends Arceus. But I think a couple of these have marks. I can't remember what marks. I probably marked them all. Some of these are from Sword and Shield. Yeah, this one's got Ormand. I got some of these in Sword and Shield, the rest are from Scarlet and Violet. And then, oh, Dawn Mark. This one has a mark, and I've not assigned it. Sleepy Time, aww. Wait, this one's called Mold. This is Mold the Sleepy. I like Mold the Sleepy. Mold the Sleepy, I think, is maybe my favorite title, actually. Oh, just one more. Kidney Stone. I forgot I named this one Kidney Stone. Okay. Fucking dismal. Kidney Stones. Don't get me started. But yeah, no. I want to get the Safari Ball Krogunk in BDSP's Safari Zone, so that's going to be quite the task. And then I want to get all the Legends Arceus Krogunks. Hello again, Cahir. Hello, Pumpkin. How goes? I also got a shiny Hoppip and Floette, and the Floette had the uncommon mark. Oh, nice! Congratulations! Wait, where's the next Wo-Chien? There we go. There's a literal scientist, and then there's the old guy who made an immortality machine. Exactly. Funky lad. To be fair, he didn't even make an immortality machine on purpose. The whole immortality part was, like, by mistake. Like, I'm interested to see how... No, wait, Lysander did actively try to use it to make people immortal, didn't he? I'm interested to see how intentional the immortality thing is, and how related to the ultimate weapon the immortality thing is, right? Because I'm wondering if now AZ's fine... That's not the fucking raid thing I was looking for. Why did I go to that one? I'm interested to see if now he's got Floette, he's aging again. Because he's got that knee brace on, right? Which is, I think, I enjoy it. It makes sense. He's really fucking tall. So it's quite logical that now he's in old age, he would need that kind of thing. Obviously, he did age a bit since the start of his whole immortality thing, because it was implied he used to have black hair and now he has grey hair. But I'm wondering if the implication is his body is starting to deteriorate. RWGJW7. RWGJW7. But what's it called? You know the drill. You know the drill. I know the drill. How are you, my favorite? Definitely not fanboy. Okay, let's stop that bit. But we've beaten 7 Wo-Chien so far, so we're getting on pretty well. You know? That's only 999,993 Wo-Chien left to beat. So we're most of the way there when you think about it. You ran into a Golduck, and while you were in the battle, you saw a glimpse of purple on the Floette, and just spammed the run button, but the Golduck had Cloud 9, so the game trapped you with the text, no! What if he literally just dies in the game? It's rated 10. Like, I said that, and then in my head immediately got beamed with, you know the fucking gif of, like, Bob L'Eponge and Patrick on that roller coaster, where it, like, has a little bump, and they're like, whoa! And people always, like, use that gif to reply to people being like, man, that was so scary, and it's like, no, it wasn't, you know? You know the vibe. I'm sure you know the vibe. That was beamed immediately into my head when I was like, the game's rated 10! It's like, kids need to learn. Kill that old man. To be fair, Lysander, like, is dead. An inarguable fact of Lysander from Pokemon is he fucking died. You can't... How many Pokemon, like, antagonists can you even say that about? Giovanni didn't. Archer didn't. Archie and Maxie didn't die in their main stories, even though it's implied they would have. Cyrus summoned Satan, but he might live in, like, the Distortion world, but he doesn't die. Right? Like, it doesn't kill him. He's still alive. Getsis goes fucking insane. Getsis entirely loses it, and, Blimmin' taps out. Which, understandable, you know, that's valid. Lysander dies. Just gonna reiterate, Lysander eats shit and dies. In an explosion of his own creation. I like that he's like, I'm going to kill you all, and then we all just run out. Like, us, a bunch of kids, we don't even use the power of a Pokemon to get out. We just leave. We just leg it out there and we get out. There's no running section. It doesn't even imply it's that hard. Lysander had the shittest murder attempt in history on a group of children, and it didn't even work. Get this man on fraud watch. But, point is, he's dead. Lucami didn't die, Guzma didn't die, the Ultra Recon Squad didn't die. Not that the Ultra Recon Squad I'd really factor in as antagonists. Giovanni didn't die. 4?! I woke up my cat with that. I'm sorry, Missy. I didn't mean to disturb you. I was just really surprised. What do you mean 4 Herba Mystica? What the fuck? Are you seeing this, Aaliyah? Are you seeing this? We're rich! Hello, Felix. Yeah, Felix, have you finished your 1 million raids yet? That was number 8. I need to keep better count, lest I lose count, because then I'd do over 1 million, and that'd be kind of embarrassing. But I hope your week has gone well, Felix, and I hope you enjoyed the presents, and I hope you've been enjoying Past Life as well. But, where is it? There it is. There it is. Yes, I did 1 billion, to be sure. That makes sense. That's fair enough. GG. What was I getting? Oh, right, yeah. So, Chairman Rose does not die. He gets fucking arrested, actually. Oh, wait, no, he breaks out of jail, doesn't he? Does he break out of jail? Oleana's, like, in that graveyard in the post-game, and she's looking for him, so, Yep, you're in love. With Dragonite, or with the poison guy? Not everyone has to beat 1 million. No, yeah. So, yeah, basically what you got to do is you got to beat 1 million, Wo-Chien. You know? Like, it's not that hard, right? Like, why would it be a community thing? If it was a community thing, we'd do that really fucking quickly, right? It makes more sense for it to be, like, an individual thing. Because, like, 1 million is really, like, I could do that in my sleep. I'm going to do that all in this stream, I think. You're evil for waking her up? Probably, But she's also evil, so it's fine. 9SSG48! But, didn't finish this week's Past Life yet? That's fair, I've only made it about half of the way through Ethos at the moment. I was watching it with dinner. But, fucking... What was I saying? Yeah, so Chairman Rose doesn't die. And then, oh, wait a moment. Sada and Turo, they die. They die. They explicitly die, actually, now that I think about it. Sada and Turo, they are just straight up dead. Inarguably. Penny doesn't die, thankfully. But Sada and Turo, like, they croaked it. They canonically, explicitly, this isn't even some buried lore in the game, get mauled by a rabid Pokemon. 2 evil cats make 2 good cats? Well, I've only got 1 cat, so that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Off-screen deaths don't count. Lysander's also an off-screen death, though. Like, they're not going to show someone die in a Pokemon. I don't think we're going to be by AZ's deathbed and, like, watch him breathe his last breath. I'm saying you and your cat? Well, that doesn't make sense, because I'm a tiger, not a cat. Sorry. Your logic is flawed. Who won? My bad, I meant, like, past. As in it happened before the game. I think it's still kind of impactful. It's still, like, an interesting thing to straight up put in a Pokemon game. I think it's arguably more interesting that they then let you catch the Pokemon that killed them. No, Cat Fanboy, neither of those things. But, I don't know, it feels, maybe it's just because I'm, like, a grown-ass man and can understand the implication. But, like, Sada and Turo's death is more impactful to me than, like, Lysander's, right? Just because it's, like, a Pokemon killed them. How did you feel about the presents? It was mostly ambivalence, and then the ZA trailer started, and the ambivalence stopped, and I was kind of invested, because ZA is shaping up to be a really fun game. Mega Dragonite. I like Mega Dragonite's design. It's probably not my favorite Mega Evolution, but it does look cool. I do like it. And additionally, the character customization, at least for women, looks really good. I hope that, like, everyone can go that hard with customization. If they can't, I'm going to be disappointed. But I guess we will find out when the game launches. Also, there were Pokemon in the trailer that aren't in base game X and Y, like Lopunny was shown in the trailer at one point, which means that we will be getting non-XY Pokemon in the game. Probably quite assumable that we will get all Mega Evolutions. I could see that maybe being the Hoenn starters being an exception, but I doubt it. I always pick the women, they're the best. I did in Sword and Shield, just because I knew that the male character customization options were going to be dog shit. But I think I'm going to be on that Hopium for Legends ZA. Just because they're really leaning into, like, the fashion aspect. Like, they pushed that hard in the trailer. You've got two-toned hair, right? And there's no way they'd, like, have that be just locked to, like, one gender, right? That'd be bullshit. And they know it as much as everyone else does. I do think this means that we're going to see some of the most, like, dismal player outfits. Then again, we're probably not, now that I think about it. Because, what's it called? It's not multiplayer. It's not a multiplayer game. I don't know. It's like, sometimes playing Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield, you just saw, like, how people were dressing themselves, and you're like, okay, this person is probably the target audience for this game. But, okay. No. Right. Legend ZA trainers. Have they confirmed what age range these guys are? Because they're starting to just look like young adults. Like, there's that image of, like, them standing next to, like, the Poison Yakuza guy. And, like, they're taller than him. He's looking up at them. I could see them ending up being like, oh yeah, you're, what's it called? Teenagers. Gonna lurk now. Fair enough, bitch. Have fun lurking. Thank you for stopping by. Glad to meet another person who understands peak. Short King. Oh no, exactly. But wouldn't it be funny to get an adult Pokemon game? I mean, it's not going to be an adult Pokemon game in general, right? Like, it's still going to be, like, aimed at their regular target audience, but, like, it'd be interesting to see if they'd let us play as an adult in a Pokemon game. Rather than a, you went being, okay, yeah. I thought you might have, but... Because, like, so far, I think the oldest we've played in a Pokemon game is 15. Which was, what Lucas and Dawn are in Legends Arceus. Then coming up next is probably Black and White. Maybe X and Y. I think I'd lean towards X and Y's protagonists being older than Black and White's. Now that I've dwelt on it. But, like, I wonder how much of a conscious decision it was in making the, player characters older in Legends ZA. Like, I wonder how much of a conscious decision that was in the sense of, like, not, like, optics in, like, any kind of, like, massively negative way to the company, but of sending a child to live alone in the city. Like, I wonder how much that was kind of, like, thought about, you know? Was like, how moral is it to make a 10-year-old live alone in the middle of one of the biggest cities in the Pokemon world? Maybe it's better than the usual wilderness. I don't know, like, while the wilderness you could position as more dangerous, fundamentally, when you send a kid out into the wilderness, they have, like, Pokemon to rely on, right? And the wilderness in everywhere but Galar tends to be pretty, like, populated, right? So if something really bad happened, there'd be somewhere to help. The middle of the city, however, I just feel like is stereotypically a bit more dangerous in the grand scheme of things, you know? I also think, like, there's, actually, like, actual answer. Like, I think gallivanting across, like, the world on a global adventure is probably generally a bit safer, spiritually, ideologically, than the city, you know? Like, there have been stories about children going on globe-trotting adventures for, like, oh, spicy, for, like, a while. But big city. So I just wonder how much that was factored into the game. But, yeah. I'm interested to see what other people we're gonna, like, stumble across during the main game, though. Right? Like, is this Yakuza organization, like, the evil team of the game? Like, I don't know, it seems like they're kind of on our side, right? Like, they were never really framed as antagonistic towards us during the trailers, which kind of says that they're not going to be the evil organization of the game. Like, I'm just interested to see what other people could end up putting themselves in our way during the main story. Like, Pokemon has kind of already done, like, Pokemon, I think, as a franchise, very much does try to be like, the world is diverse and full of many different people, you know? But, like, what was it called? And, like, big bustling cities like Lumiose are generally, like, some of the most diverse places in the world. So I think we could see, like, a massive cacophony of, like, all different people and stuff if they play their cards right. And I really hope we get to, like, properly immerse ourselves in that kind of idea, you know? Shouldn't they be evil if they're the Yakuza? You'd assume so, but I don't know, like, I find sometimes you do have, like, a game where they're like, oh yeah, we're teaming up with these guys. These guys are our buddy. And generally it looks like there's some kind of deal or arrangement going on with this group, who are clearly some kind of, like, big criminal organization. No matter how gangs are painted, a criminal gang is a criminal gang. No, that is true. But just, like, okay, you don't want to watch the trailer, and that's fair enough. But, like, the way they're painted in the trailer, it doesn't look like they're a big threat to any degree. What they say in the trailer isn't even much of, like, confrontational. You know? So... what if there's, like, another gang in the city and we get to fight them, and, like, they're maybe the more evil team because we've thrown our lot in with the other ones? It could be pretty wholesome, who knows? Exactly, like, I feel like Pokemon, to be fair, has already done the kind of Yakuza criminal organization group. You know? Like... In Team Rocket, obviously. So it'd be interesting to see them take another kind of tackle at the idea, rather than just doing a... not the same idea again, but like a... like, I think while Pokemon definitely has room for a different take on a Yakuza, like, criminal organization, them taking a completely different approach would be more interesting to me, if that makes sense. Because it's like, obviously, there are multiple ways to cut an onion. And... the... ooh, helping hand. And the, way Legends ZA is set up could lead to a very different shape of Yakuza than Team Rocket, who are... generally bullies. Hold on, is this Minecraft music? Yes. Dude, I've been popping off on Minecraft. Dorsal Fin 1. Just yelling her name so she hears me. Dorsal Fin 1 has started a Minecraft server. And I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I love a good bit of Minecraft. I love a good bit of Minecraft. I'm trying to, like, pace myself and, like, do well so I don't burn out as, like... I don't know, like... Are Herber rates boosted on Wo-Chien? Or, like, what? Because we've been doing really well for Herber. What the fuck? The issue is, like... okay, no. Like, sometimes I will entirely, like, overzealously state a goal for myself, and then I will fundamentally fail to achieve it. This time I'm trying to be, like, setting smaller things that I can more easily accomplish. And by smaller things I can more easily accomplish, involves entirely leveling a forest and its terrain, so I can build what I'm trying to upon it. All of my diamonds are going towards shovels. All of them. I have made 10 diamond shovels to flatten the ground, to flatten the earth beneath me. And I'm going to need to make more. I'm not done yet. So that's fun. Aren't there shelves now or something? There are shelves! They've made, like, item shelves. But the item shelves are interesting because if you power them with redstone, you can swap out your hotbar. What are you doing it for? I don't know if anyone playing on the servers here. The issue is I'm very much, like... if I tell someone an idea too early, I will get all the gratification of telling someone, like, of showing someone the idea from just telling them about it when they go... I went to the wrong one again. When they go, like, oh wow, Cahir, that's a really cool idea, you should do that, you know? Like, I get all of the gratification then and there. Serby says there's a 3% chance of getting each Herba Mystica, then we're getting lucky, because those are the normal odds. We've gotten, like, a good batch of Herba Mystica, like, a few of these times. And there was that one time we got fucking 4 of them. So, like, we are doing well. 76D9H3. 76D9H3. Did I increment the last one? I don't think I did. There's every chance I didn't increment the one before that as well, but, like, I'll cry about that later. When are they gonna give Yoshi's World the Mario and Donkey Kong treatment? I want to see, like, a Yoshi game that everyone's like, is this the best platformer ever made? You know? Like, I think that's what the world needs. It's a Yoshi game that people play and they go, is this the best platformer anyone, like, in history, in gaming history? I can Sunny Day this time if you want a lift. But, no, it fucking shielded the moment I tried to press it. Stop trying to stop me. You can't stop me, Wo-Chien. You can't stop me. What words am I looking for? I didn't use Sunny Day. I used fucking Fiery Dance. I'm an idiot. I was like, that's a fire move, I'll use this one. No, Cahir, that's not the fire move you're meant to use. Wow-wee! But, I wish I liked Shenpao's shiny more. What's Shenpao's shiny color again? I forgot. But, brown. Yeah. They made Shenpao into a wog. Oh, okay, this thing's like dead, isn't it? Wait, what was the panther names? Pink Panther? But, yeah, I might just go on another mining expedition soon to go and get more diamonds to make into shovels. The White Quartet Legendary. Oh, Shenpao. I like some of her songs. But, Shenpao, because it's like main shell, but not, yeah. I thought the shiny was black. No, it's brown. But, no, that's understandable. I quite like Wo-Chien's because it's got autumn colors mixed in. Pokemon cook so hard when they take a Pokemon that's like grass type and then they give it autumn colors. Like a green grass type that they then give autumn colors when it's shiny. That's like a 5-star course. You know? 5-star course. It's a 5-star course. There it is. Donk. Not sure, kind of both. Kind of both. I'm going to have to look up Shenpao Shiny now. What have you done? Hey NW7 VR. VR! Okay, Shenpao, what does your shiny look like? Bucko! Bucko! Okay, Jellu. Yeah, no, this guy's more brown than black, I think. I'm gonna be honest. It's alright. I think I do prefer the OG more, though. You know. You know. Fuck, I didn't even... We're done 10! That's right, we're 10% of the way to 1,000,000 now. That's right, everybody. We've reached it. 10% of the way to 1,000,000. Isn't that exciting? Can I get some excitement in chat for being 10% of the way to 1,000,000? That's awesome. That's... These things go by so fast, really. Like, if you don't appreciate the little moments, then... So all we need is 10 Cahirs. You got it, Felix. That's true. There should be 10 of me. I think everybody would be such a big fan if there was 10 of me. Like, I think that would be awesome. We could, like, think of all the things 10 Cahirs could do. We could make out. Change a light bulb. Do those, like, time loop pranks. Where they, like, someone gets, like, a twin and gets them to, like, go down, like, an escalator. You know? You know, like, when they get, like, a... What did you just say? So, like, that YouTube prank where, like, they get, like, the guy and the twin, and, like, they get him to, like, go down an escalator and be like, hello, to somebody as they go down. And, like, then, after that, they send the other twin down after the guy's out of sight. It's like, hello, to the guy on the escalator, and the guy on the escalator, wait a minute! Wait a minute! I just saw you over there, but now you're over here? This is blowing my little tiny brain. But we could do that 10 separate times and genuinely make the person think that maybe they need to seek medical help. Maybe with 10 of you, long-form content might come back. What do you mean might come back, Jellu? I'm gonna keep it honest. I'm gonna be real with you, Jellu. What long-form content? Every piece of long-form content I've made has just been a bunch of short-form content stapled together. I hate to say it. I don't even hate to say it, I just say it. Why did bro play the, like, fucking Trialization theme? 10 Cahirs playing Mario Kart Monday and the winner eats all the others? Exactly, you get it. You get it. Make actual videos over my dead body. You think I could make an actual video? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But, is a Rellor? No, that's a fucking Rufflet, Cahir. That's a fucking Rufflet. That's not a Rellor. That is a pink... I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Am I stupid? Why did I get that wrong? Am I stupid? How did I... How did I... If there were 10 Cahir, maybe we'd be smarter, because there'd be 10 of us together, all thinking at once. You know, because, like, that's how quantum supercomputers work, right? It's like, they do, like, all the computing, like, all at the same time. So... it's all, like, chill and all done quickly. So if there were 10 of me, think about how smart I'd be. Wouldn't 10 stupid people equal more stupidity? No, because we'd all be smart. Not saying you're stupid. No, you're saying I'm stupid, but that's alright. I'm a little bit stupid. C29TGS. But, could there feasibly be 10 of you, though? When you think about it? Because, like, the moment there's 2 of you, right? Your lived experiences are technically now different. Right? All of a sudden, you are now, what, like, 2 different... Like, you're not 2 different people. You'd, like, that, like... Now your, like, lives, your consciousnesses have, like, diverted. Your lives would be completely, like, you wouldn't be living the same life anymore. So is it really you? Because at that point, right, it's kind of someone else. I think if you clone them both into, like, maybe, like, an identical little simulation-y thing and made them live the same life, like Truman showed them, then feasibly it would be the same person, right? I think you could feasibly get the same series of events to, like, occur. But even, like, after, like, an hour of there being 2 of the same person, or someone who used to be the same person, in, like, the same room, right? They would slowly start drifting apart and, like, become different people, to the point where if you put them in the same situation, maybe they would start reacting differently because there'd be 2 of them. Like, this isn't really like a ship of Theseus. This is like, I can coin a term. Right now, I need to coin a term. Cahir's Law. I got creative with that one. The more of me, the better. 10 predictions at once for all of them to be wrong. You gonna take that, Felix? You gonna take that? Blimey. But, it's the idea that if there's 2 of the same person in the same place, well, I don't think they're the same person anymore. I think they're different people. That's my argument. Only predicting things with 10 or less options. But what if 2 of you say the same thing? Do you think we're gonna let you, like, recast your vote? No. Sorry, Felix. But why would that happen? I know myself better than anyone. I think that that's like one of those kind of self-fulfilling prophecies. And besides, that's like 30 votes, so we always win. I like that you both had the same... You both remembered the same callback at the same time. That's funny. That's funny to me. Alright. You know what else is funny? Me needing the toilet. I am gonna go and piss. I'll be right back. We will be doing more, because we gotta get 1 million. We gotta beat 1 million Wo-Chien. We're 10% of the way to 1 million Wo-Chien. So we're gonna get there tonight, I think. We're gonna get there tonight, so be sure to stay tuned. I will be right back. It's me. I am back. Back again. Not seeing enough piss GG. I don't think there's any Cahir is here subs in the Twitch chat right now. Oh, okay, there's Finn. Finn is the Cahir is here sub in the Twitch chat right now, but she didn't do it. So we can blame her for that, actually. But she's probably busy playing Minecraft on company time, I think, so it's fine. I've been edging myself today. So basically, I got off the, like, I help out the local food share, and, I got back, like, 3:30. They had some leftovers. They had some leftovers from Fuegos that we were giving out. So I got, like, a BLT. I got, like, a BLT from Fuegos. And I took out the tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes. But the point is I had the BLT from Fuegos. And like after I'd finished that, it was like 4:30. And I was like, I could get on Minecraft right now for like an hour and a half. But then I was like, it's not worth it though. I was also feeling a bit tired after Minecraft last night. So I was like, you know what? What if instead of playing Minecraft right now, I don't play Minecraft and I wait. So I want to play it more. You could have begun this story with something else. I don't think I could have. I think that was the most reasonable way to start this story, actually. And I'm sure everyone else agrees. Like, it means that I'm now looking forward to playing Minecraft today. Which I probably would have done anyway, honestly. But, like, I just wanted to ensure that the hype was still there because, I'm gonna be honest. Today I have to dig out just a giant fucking chunk more of my forest. 24LNXD XD, like the little emoticon. Like I had to like dig out like a solid portion of my forest still because it's all still there, and I need to get rid of it because I need to build things on it. Uh-oh. I just heard a monstrous beast cry at me. Well, come on then. What do you want? Shadow Lugia game, I forgot the name. Pokemon Coliseum XD, Gale of Darkness. Hello, Missy. Oh. Okay. I had a couple of funny cat interactions today on the way home, actually. Number 1! When I was walking back home, there was a cat walking down the other side of the street. I naturally said, good afternoon, to it, to which it started squeaking at me. It started responding to me and saying hello back. So I had a lovely little conversation with the cat as the cat slowly walked down to the middle of the fucking road. This isn't a main road, it was like a back street. But then a car started coming down it. Obviously, slowly, it was a back street. This story doesn't end poorly, do not worry. The car stopped as the cat was in the middle of the road, to which I started trying to get this cat out of the fucking road because it was in the middle of the road. And man, this cat did not seem to understand that it was in the road. It could not comprehend that fact. There was a car right there and it was just squeaking at me. I was like, dude, you're in the way. This guy is probably like pissed off at you and also probably me as well, actually, now that I think about it, because I kind of goaded you into stopping by starting a conversation with you, right? I did start this. To be fair, I started the conversation with you. You know, that's on me. I shouldn't have started the conversation. But you were in the middle of the road and you need to get out there. So then I tried to kind of like go round it like some kind of fucking sheepdog, even though I'm a tiger, to kind of like try and guide it back off the road. Did not work. Went in the other direction. So went to the other side. It went to the other side of the road. Thankfully, the guy was like, "You can't get him to do what you want, can you? My cat's the same." So he understood. He understood the struggle. He understood what was going on. But it was still a bit embarrassing. But I did have a lovely conversation with that fella, though. You know, he was quite the speaker. Didn't really want to say hello. Like, they didn't really want me to pet him all that much, but had a lot to say, you know. Had a lot to say about the way of the world at the moment. Does being a tiger include cat translator? No. No, I didn't understand a word he was saying. But, I still like having conversations with cats all the same. The second cute cat interaction was I saw my neighbour, and I spoke to her a bit about her cat sitting Missy, to which she said that Missy is another 3 Herba Mystica. What is happening? Yeah, our neighbour who cat sit the cat, she cat sit the cat when I went away in Spain. And she was saying how Missy apparently was very bossy with her. Whenever she came in, Missy would come right up to her and yell at her about the food bowl. Which is honestly adorable. Might have to hit the calculator for these, because 3% is pretty low. It is! I'm like, we've gotten a 4. We've gotten a 3%, and we've gotten like 2 3s. We've gotten a 4. We've gotten a lot. Porto Marinada, you know what? We can fly across. I think this is going to be closer. I just liked the personification she gave Missy in that moment, because it's interesting, because, like, when you interact with a cat every day, right, you form a very specific opinion of them in your head. I've always seen Missy as just being quite chatty and conversational, right? I think sometimes she does very much nag for food, and maybe she was doing that. But, obviously the neighbour... 5.03 and 4 times is some tiny number, but I don't know how to calculate stuff. That's fair enough. Calculation is annoying. R8WFBJ. BJ! Like, ex-British Prime Minister Boris fucking Johnson. Ugh. Disgusting. Sorry, I was thinking about whether I was going to bring up the fact that Corbyn has started his new political party. Well, he's not started it yet, but he's, like, properly announced the start of it now, which is interesting. But I don't think we need a long-winded conversation about British politics on this stream. Can cats even be chatty? Yeah! Like, sometimes they just, like, speak to you for the sake of it. Right? Like, you say something at them and they say something back, and then you kind of have this... You have a conversation even though it's a cat, and neither of you can understand each other. Like, Missy can be chill, but, like, a lot of the time, she'll come up to me or I'll come up to her and she'll just start squeaking at me. She'll just start a long-winded conversation that we have. About many things. We chat about many things, me and Missy do. We have many long-winded, intense conversations, you know. Heated debates about politics and eggs. And, the ethics of me filling up her food bowl when there's already food in it. That's pretty neat. Usually when I see a cat at a friend or something, they just sneak up. She is not all that chatty with strangers. It's mostly me and a bit of my dad. Missy is very much my cat. That cat, no offense to my father, clearly loves me the most. Like, I don't want to, like, slate. I am her favourite person, I think. which is good because she's my favorite cat at the moment. She will very often just start a conversation with me. And, like, sometimes I don't think she does actually want anything. Because, like, she'll be, like, screaming at me and I'll be like, do you want food? And I'll take her downstairs. And her food bowl's full, and she won't even eat any of it. She's just chilling. She just wanted to say hello. Okay, that's the sound of her licking herself. She threw up earlier, so I wanted to make sure she wasn't doing it on my windowsill. Because that would be annoying. It lived! Oh no it didn't, what the fuck? Why did it look like it lived that? Why did it look like it lived that? That's baffling. Is it enough to wake you up sometimes? No, actually. I'm not sure if sometimes she meows like when she comes into my room and I'm asleep. But most of the time if she thinks I'm asleep, she won't act. That's actually a Rellor! Look, guys, it's actually a Rellor this time. That's crazy. You know what I think would go hard as hell? Mega Rubska. Imagine if we got Mega Rubska. Do you think, like, the egg would hatch into, like, some eldritch beast? I think so. But, Mega Rubska aside, that would go hard. That was a bit... I do think she genuinely knows when I'm like, makes an effort when I'm asleep or thinks I'm asleep to, like, not scream at me. Yeah, I'm talking about you right now. Isn't that crazy? Hey? No? You're not chuffed? Did you just want to say hello? Uh-huh. You little beast. Hello. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? What are you up to? Horrid bestial things, I'm sure, hmm? Yeah, hello. I still find the concept of pets so funny, right? Because, like, when we used to keep pets, we used to keep them for, like, good reason, right? Like, oh, we domesticated wolves because we wanted them to help us hunting. Because, like, obviously having this creature with a great scent of smell. GVGRFC. Obviously having this creature with a great scent of smell is going to help us find food, and then it also gets food out of that, so, like, generally it's a pretty, like, good arrangement, you know? Cats kind of started the domestication process themselves because mice and other rodents liked hanging out near our grain and fields and such, which meant that they got more food easier out of that, and I'm guessing people were like, oh, thank you, little fluffy creature. Let me gift you something as a thanks. Right? Pigeons were domesticated because we, like, needed them for fucking, delivering messages and whatnot. Like, when we domesticated animals, we did it for a reason. Right? Rats and shit, we did not do that for a reason. I'm pretty sure domesticated rats came from kind of like a fucked up public sport thingy, where basically we used to make like a dog kill a bunch of rats. I don't remember the exact format of this, but then people started breeding the rats in specific ways that gave them, like, the nicest, sheeniest, and cutest coats and stuff, which obviously meant that people got emotionally invested in the rat so they no longer wanted it to be eaten by a dog. Which, understandable, gonna be honest, it would be kind of hard to not emotionally invest yourself in a creature at that point. They kind of dobbed themselves into that one. So, like, rats and stuff weren't. But, like, there very much did just come a point in human history where we stopped keeping animals around for any use, and we just keep them in our houses and feed them and stuff, because we think having their presence is entertaining. Are pets the modern-day court jesters? Have you been reading up on this? No, someone told me this once. I can't remember who, I can't remember why. But there was some point when I gained this knowledge, and now I have it. Now I have it, and now I know why we have domestic rats. I should have used horses as an example instead of pigeons. Sorry, Finn. Should have said a trigger warning before that. But, yeah. Why are you looking at me like that? What do you want? Nothing? Okay. She wanted to hop up onto the windowsill and keep looking out the window because she's a little observer. That creature just loves looking out windows. And when she's not looking out the window, it's because she's actually on the patio, looking out across the garden, outside instead of inside. She's such a little watcher, it's so funny. She's such a funny little beast. What if you accidentally leave the window open? Well, she goes out it. Onto our extension. This house has an has like a kitchen extension that's like a single-story room on the back of the house, and my window opens out onto that, which means she can just walk onto the roof of that, which she does. In fact, we've had other cats so when we first moved into this house, this was my sister's room. Well, it was my sister's room in the spare room because she was 20 and obviously had like other prospects to be attending to rather than staying here all the time. So it often ended up as a guest room as well. But it's like, it was also my sister's room. So when my sister was staying here, she stayed in this room. Like, so when my sister lived here for periods of time, she stayed in this room and it was hers. Which is a point I'm making because she often got bothered by this ginger cat we used to have called Russ. And he used to climb up onto the shed, onto the roof, and in through the window to say hello to her. Because that cat was just a fan of everyone. JP6DQH. JP6DQH. Unfortunately, we lost Russ before I moved in here. Moved into this room. But, we did have my old cat, Gamora, named after the Guardians of the Galaxy character. Everyone over 40 thought she was named after the Bible. Yeah. So that was an annoying conversation to keep having. But, what was it called? One night, I remember it quite vividly because it was the night before I was going on holiday. I left my window open because it was hot in the room, so I had my window open. And I woke up in the middle of the night with her, like, curled up against my leg, just sleeping. And, like, these days I leave my bedroom door open, right? These days I encourage this behavior. I leave my bedroom door open. Missy can come and go as she pleases. And she does. She will spend periods of time sleeping in my room, on my bed, until I fidget a bit too much and accidentally kick her off and then feel bad about it. But back then I kept the door closed. Like, I don't really know... I know why I got into the habit of keeping it closed, because my parents used to keep the door closed, because... Okay, multiple reasons. Number one, Cat, who was alive for a little bit longer, used to like to sleep on Dad's pillow because she was a big fan of my dad. Who keeps doors open? Me. To let my cat come into my room and sleep on my bed and maybe throw up on it too. Did you genuinely just keep your doors all closed all the time? Is that what you're implying there? Privacy, I guess. Okay, no, to be fair, actually, I can see some people being in a position where they need the privacy. Literally just me and my dad living in this house these days. And my dad isn't exactly someone who comes barging into my room all that often. Like, sometimes he will come into my room unannounced because he's collecting the towels. He's stealing my towel. My bath towel. Because it's wash day for towels. He's washing the towels today, so he steals it. But other than that, he, like, doesn't really come into my room. I understand that is a privilege, but it means that I can leave the door open for the cat as well. Which she does enjoy. She does not like it when the door is closed. Missy gets very grumpy when the door's closed. Okay, man. Can you, like, cut it out? Okay, that wasn't against me. I don't care. I'm sorry, I do care. That was really mean a bit to attack you, Liv. We win! Do they do the scratching thing? I don't think I closed the door long enough for her to have gone too hard on the scratching thing, honestly. But Douglas, hello, how goes it? I hope your week has been going well. Have you beaten your 1 million Wo-Chien yet? I am 15 in. So, over 10% of the way there. Ah, shit, I think that fucked it. That's fine, watch. Hey, it didn't fuck it. That's crazy. You have till next week Sunday. Good luck. Exactly. All good. Hope you're doing good too. I am. I'm excited for Legends ZA. Like it's looking fun. It's looking fun. I'm very interested to see. Like, we're starting to get a shape of what the plot's going to be looking like as well now with those Mega Crystal stuff. I'm excited to see what it's going to be like. I'm interested to see how the combat feels. Because I feel like they must have, like, put a lot of effort into making sure it's smooth, right? Hello, Gimme Ghoul. It's funny that in the anime, they imply that Gimme Ghoul hypnotizes people to make it collect coins for them. But in the game, they give you the coins. B7MJJY. I wonder if they're going to release the mystery gifts one by one or all at the same time. I believe it's going to be one by one, from what I understand. If we beat all 1 million Wo-Chien, it will be given to us on August 8th. Which is a few days after the period ends. So I'm pretty sure that it is known that it will be then. Which is good and interesting. But I'm interested to see if they're going to do Miraidon and Koraidon similarly. Sandygast already exists. It does, you're right. They should have a tracker. It would have been cool to see. It would have been. Like, it's a shame that they're keeping it under wraps. But, because they didn't have a tracker with Zeraora, which was the last time they did something like this. It's a cool way to give these guys away, though. A little bit of me does worry that a million's going to be a bit too hard, but I guess we'll see. Because, like, the games did sell multiple million copies, but it doesn't really matter since it's being done here solo, so it's going to be over soon. That's a good point, that's a good point. Yeah, no, I'm finishing it tonight, you know? I mean, I'm already so far in, right? Like, it's really not going to take me much longer to get the million. Like, so, like, Wo-Chien's as good as ours. You know? Smash. Oh, my stat changes and abilities. No. I was thinking for a moment, would it have been an idea to give Iron Motha an energy booster, and then I realised it didn't really matter, actually. After hunting a few legendaries, I kind of don't like the Cherish Ball anymore. Oh? I don't know, I've always wished they'd... Like, I get why you can't catch... why they don't give you any Cherish Balls to use to catch Pokemon, but it's always been, like, a grievance of mine. Honestly, it's been a grievance of mine since the Krogunk thing. Because I can't capture a Krogunk in every type of Pokeball. Because the Cherish Ball, I can't catch it in that. When were 5-star raids unlocked in progression? So it's after you beat the game. I'm not sure if that includes the post-game stuff. But, so is that you have a new favourite Pokeball that you've been capturing the shiny legendaries in then? Out of interest. Have enough people beat the game? No idea. That's a fair question to ask, I think. Like, Scarlet and Violet definitely are on the easier side of Pokemon games, I do think. And it has been multiple years. Keep in mind, like, if a kid was, like, 6 when this game came out, right? They'd be 9 now. And I feel like when you're 9, you have a pretty solid bet of beating a Pokemon game. Like, Right. I match the shiny most of the time, but most of the time I just use Luxury. I see. So is Luxury your new favorite? 9-2, FQ, 6L. That's fair. Sometimes I try to match, but a lot of the time I just go with the easiest. I'd prefer not to fail the shiny than go too overboard. The only time I really tried to get specific with the balls I used was when I was doing my capturing a shiny Krogunk in every type of Pokeball, where I obviously wanted a Krogunk in as many types of Pokeball as possible. To be fair, I guess it's not all that big of an issue in Scarlet Violet, just because of how commonly crit capture procs. Was failed my version tried to match it. Oh shit, what were you trying to catch it in? Pink balls are their love ball? I guess if it was in any post-Gen 5 game, Dream Ball as well. Heal Ball. How did I forget the Heal Ball? On Sword. That's fair, that's fair. So crit catches are pretty solid to get on Sword as well, but did you manage to catch it in the Heal Ball in the end? I've not done anything yet, shit. I distracted myself. So I'm overheating a bit. I think I'll do another couple, including this one. And then I'll end for the day. Gotten a decent chunk done, you know. And like, we're most of the way to the million. So I don't see any harm in like pausing now, because I can always continue next Friday, right? You forgot Sunny Day only got rid of Hail for 5 turns. Oh shit. Oh shit! That's a fair point. I forgot the version appears there in Sword and Shield. That's... Drought's permanent, isn't it? Is it? No, is it not anymore? What do you think of the other two in the new trailer? I think they're cool. I think we're looking at I think we're looking at an XY remake. I'm gonna be honest. I'm putting it out there. I think we're looking at an XY remake. I think this is gonna follow the plot beats of X and Y pretty similarly. Because, okay, what do we immediately get once we arrive in Lumio City? A friend group. One of them's a dancer. Like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, obviously them having the similarity with X and Y does make sense, just all ways down. But, I find it interesting that they're plopping us into another friend group in the kind of a way they were before, even though this is some kind of, like, deliberately organized task force. I'm interested to see if we're going to Lumiose to join this group. What is it, M to Z? Trevor and Tiano found unemployed. I think... Tiano's not going to be unemployed, I think, is the blunt truth. You're off work? Hell yeah, Finn! Now to not get any sleep all weekend because you're going to be playing Minecraft the whole time. Luckily, I managed to catch on a heal ball 1 tick before it fainted. Crikey. Cutting it close, but GG. But yeah, no, my bet is this new dancer girl is going to be a Tiano fan. She might even call herself a stan, I'm gonna be honest. Gonna be real. She might call herself a stan. I hope she calls herself a Tiano stan. She's at the least going to be a fan of Tiano. There's no way in hell she won't be a fan of Tiano. I'm really interested to see if we're going to see where the other team player groups are. Because, okay, no. Here's my thought. I think, right, so Emma's taken a pretty big, Tiano having fans even in game is unrealistic. Don't be mean. So, obviously Legends Arceus' main thing was the fact that all the ancestors of people were around, and so there were a load of characters who were related to other characters we knew. I'm wondering if ancestors are going to take a different form in this game, where it's not ancestors at all, and it's just characters coming back. So, like, Mabel's the professor now. 06 the bus driver. And then we'll see, like, other characters from X and Y and maybe even other games pop up. I came back recently because of the raid events. I took a long break after your last time. That's understandable, that's understandable. I mean, that's the nice thing about about raids. That's the thing I like about raids. And the 7-star raids and stuff. Is they kind of, like, give people reason to come back after long breaks. It gives the game more longevity. F2, HT, 7L. F2, HT, 7L. Zygarde. I see, did shiny Zygarde torment you? I don't know why I was looking to change Pokemon there. But, 300 plus! Crikey, and that's Zygarde as well, so that's a pain in the ass. That's fair enough. Well, best of luck. Hopefully you can nab it soon. Maybe that ZA luck will come in handy. That's a fair point. I've not done my Xerneas raids in a while. I was shiny hunting for Xerneas. I'm not sure how many encounters I've done for that, though. I'd quite like to bag it before ZA, but we'll see. We've got another 3 months left, but I don't do those ones all that often. I'm gonna want to do this one this week and next week, unless we reach the goal unless I reach the goal this weekend. Oh, you got it! Okay, nice, nice. Congratulations. That is very hype. It just burns you out. That's still understandable. So, are you specifically gunning for all the shiny legendaries? Really burns you out. That's understandable. It's quite the slog of a hunt. But, I mean, again, like, that's a nice project because it is an easy project to take a bit of a break from. I have not got my second attack off yet. Please, game. Please. Thank you. Mostly hunt them in DAs. I see, I see. Obviously, Version and stuff you couldn't. Are there any specific ones you're going to hunt in non-DAs? In other games? DAs are fun, but myself, I do think I like the process of soft resetting, honestly. I'm not going to slate DAs. I'm not like some stuck up. Our DA odds are so low, you know. But I find it quite satisfying to just... draw a hunt. You wanted to finish the Reggies? I see, I see. You still need Regirock and Regieleki. Ah, nice, and you have Regidrago, then one, obviously. Otherwise you would have specified. Well, best of luck with them. Hopefully you can nab them soon. Is Regigigas shiny huntable? Because I know that that comes in a raid. Doesn't it? He is. Oh, okay, good, good. Ooh. Thunk. I forgot to increment the last one. Was it worth it? I think it was. I mean, I love a good hunt. I love a good shiny hunt. Sorry, I was dwelling, because I did say I was going to do a couple more. Trying to figure... I think I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do one more. But, I'm going to show you my shiny Regigigas first. Because I'm a big fan of my shiny Regigigas. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have gone for shiny Regigigas had it not been this one. Where is he? Hey, here's Sea Blue. Here's Sea Blue. Oh, I cover it when I go there. I cover it when I go there. Psycho Shiny is amazing. But not when it takes that much. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, all the way, okay, yeah, no, hit all the way from the Sinnoh region. I love that guy. I love that guy a lot. Like, I hope they do more shit like that in the future, just because it's funny. Like, why was Regigigas level 1 in that game? Like, I get why it was level 1, right? It's because it's like, oh, it's depowered. I was already committed at that point. It would have been a waste to stop. Yeah, no, I get that, I get that. That's not where I'm trying to press. Sometimes it's just worth pushing through. And I find in the end it's often worth it. I don't know, I find it worth it. It's not like shiny hunting is much of a time sink in any unreasonable way. Plus, you can always do other things while shiny hunting. Watch TV shows, listen to podcasts. Take a shit. have sex. You know? Like, there's like a lot. Attend your wedding. Drive your son to school. 6TRN2W. Have you ever tried it? Sex? No. The other thing was I took really long to find a reliable way to beat it. That's fair, that's fair. Zygarde is a doozy of a raid boss. Which, in some ways, is nice, because it's nice to have the challenge, but the issue is if you want to shiny hunt it, then you have to do that challenge over and over and over again. I meant like while shiny hunting, but I guess that works as an answer. Alright, yeah. This is going to be the last one of the night, I think. We're 18, that's almost 20% of the way to 1 million. So I think we'll finish it off next Friday, you know. I can easily get to the final million next Friday. So it'll be easy, you know. It'll be easy. Maybe I'll do a couple off stream as well. But this will be the final one for the day. Once I found out I could farm ores on easy legendaries and reset over and guaranteed win path as I got, it didn't really take that long. Oh yeah, no, I think I've heard about that strategy a bit. I find it interesting that they... Because it's clearly like an almost intended method because of the fact they let you spend Dynite ore on it. Which I find interesting. How does the Legend of the Ruinous Treasures go again? They're all entirely different. I think Wo-Chien is a load of curses towards an old ruler was written on its back, was written on those tablets on its back, and they then possessed the leaves. Shen Pao's is a cursed sword. I'm not sure. Ting Lu's something to do with its bowl, I'm not sure what. 4 gods sent upon the land to punish a king. Oh no, yeah. I think it's all about the same king that they end up punishing, but like each of them are a different cursed artifact. Which I think is cool because it kind of gives them unity but separation. It's weird Pokemon got actual history in game. It is so fun that we got like actual Paldea lore. Like other games do have legends and shit, but often it's like targeted around the main events of the game story. So it's fun that like we got like other like tidbits about Paldea and how it was formed and all that shit in a straight up history class in the game. Your favorite has to be Shen Pao? That's fair, that's fair. I like snails, so I'm a big Wo-Chien fan. I was very excited to find out there was a snail legendary in this game, because Wo-Chien was the first one I found. I used Wo-Chien to beat the Paldea in Elite Four. So I'm excited to have a shiny one. I hope that we can beat the thing. The thing that worries me is toward the end of this, Wo-Chien's not a bug type, it is grass and dark, which is odd because so is Meowscarada, and so is Paradox Amoonguss. So, 2 of them... Why does the Pokemon world have so many gods? Do they really need that many gods? I mean, like, some of these guys are barely even gods, right? But pretty monotheistic of you to say. Plenty of religions have a big cacophony of gods. Rather have been a perfect opportunity to have another legendary bug. Maybe Wo-Chien's not all that bug-vibed, though, I don't think. Because it's not technically a snail, it's like evil grass. But, I do think it would be nice to get a bug-type legendary at some point. It is surprising we don't have one yet. given that Pokemon's kind of like MO is the fact that the creators couldn't go bug catching in the forest anymore. First thing we have to legendary bug is Genesect, which is mythical. Exactly. You could also argue that Buzzwole or Pheromosa are bug type legendaries, but they're also Ultra Beasts, so it's a bit of a grey spot, grey area, more than Genesect, I'd say. But yeah, we got 18 in the end. Again, that's almost 20% of the way to 1 million. So we're like almost at 1 million, really, when you think about it. So I'm sure I'll get to 1 million by next stream. So I'll be doing that next Friday. So this Monday, I'll be continuing on with the Infinite Michino hunt, so do be sure to stop by for that. We'll probably hit 1 million encounters for that as well, because fucking hell. But anyway, thank you all for coming. I hope you all had a great time. Thank you, Alir, for helping me with all the raids. But I must depart. I'll be live again tomorrow on the Genshin channel. I'll be live again on Monday over here with some shiny hunting. Goodbye and good night.